Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. Let's go and help out the Dame and Northreach. However we do that. From here, was it? Yes.
I saw it with my own eyes.
And then we'll go find that Dragon S rank hunt. And see how well we do with that. Probably going to be a case of running around trying to find that dragon because it didn't give us an actual location.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
I don't have to say I'm quite so surprised by that.
More arrived from the capital.
My lord, my lady.
We received the Dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
A Kashik, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Why we fight? Is it fun? Why else would you fight?
We could leave.
Down here. Hello.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
We're all going to be murdered. Quick, let's go for a pint.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The
All right,
way the
Jill, calm
survivors
down.
speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Oh, there's one over there.
That thing, it took off.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
And this guy. Are you Joseph?
My family.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more safe.
Yeah, screw them. They're the ones that treat bearers like shit. About time they got their comeuppance, really. Oh, I can't get over the wall. Or maybe quicker to get on my chocobo and leg it
All
down
they
there.
could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Get on in, man.
Girl.
Looks like the town's been flooded with ether. Yeah, there's not going to be very many survivors here by the looks of this.
Clive, look.
Woo.
I see them. With me.
Come on then, bro. Have a go. No. Yeah, little balls don't last very long either, so...
Should I bribe?
Save your strength.
Nice try.
Yeah, I think so far I'm definitely enjoying the satellite one the best. Hey, there he is, Grim Reaper. I was wondering how long it'd take you to appear. Bit cheeky.
Nice try.
Goodbye. Got rinsed, mate.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love.
Of course you did.
And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
That flash a pair of boobs, and that's all a man
If you
needs.
don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Not a problem, dear. Nice 500 AP in it. Nearly there, enough to max out our
Our friends seem
gigaflare.
to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
No, I'm not traveling to the hideaway just yet. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of that terrible move. If you'll let me. Thank you. Takes ages for you to be able to do anything once you go from, like, go to the map. This one here, yeah. It's better for stagger, but we'll get rid of that crap. And let's try out flare. Yeah, that's just any icon, so that's fine. I mean, we could always use just keep Bahamut for Mega Flare, because Mega Flare is quite fun. Giga Flare, and then we could throw down maybe Judgment Bolt on it. We didn't really try Lightning Rod, did we? Thunderstorm was okay. Creates a ball of lightning upon being struck, chains. Maybe I'd use that as like a damage surplus thing. Like when an enemy gets staggered, throw that down and then just pile the damage into that as it afflicts on an enemy, maybe? I don't know. I've not tried Rook's Gambit either, but I don't want to use that. Looks crap. Still haven't used Heat Wave. Well, let's try this one first, see what happens, I guess. And now we have to go and look for that S-rank hunt. So let's go find it. So I found that big ass dragon we're supposed to fight. You can't see it right now, obviously, but it does appear when you get into that open space down there. So I ran into it by accident and had to reload so I can show you exactly where it was first. It's right here on the map. So you go to that Care Norvent, whatever that word says, gate, and then take a right, and it's in this big open space, as I said here. For context, there's Lost Wing, there's North Reach, so it's down here. Something else I want to show you as well first. If you go beyond this rock here, there's a weird fallen artifact that you can open. And you get yourself a Ring of Marksman, which increases magic damage by 10%. So in the grand scheme of all the normal crap that you pick up, it's actually not that bad. Well, let's see how well we get on with this dragon, shall we? Probably not great, considering it's an S rank. And the last S rank slapped us around good and proper. Svarog. 30 grand and 60 renown. Oh shit, he's level 50.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
It's like 12 levels higher than I am. Good job I put satellites back on for this fight then, isn't it? Because it looks like ranged attacks are going to be my best friend. Gonna throw everything I got at it, and then use Titan Block to defend myself when we get in close quarters. Throw that up quickly because we want him in a mini stagger, and then we'll use this. And satellite eat away at the stagger bar, man. It's beautiful. Embroil. Oh god. Better heal myself. Ah, wrong button. Alright, let's get this up. Throw that up, and I'm gonna throw this up. That should get you in a nice stagger. Thank you. We'll do this. And this. And this. And that. $107,000. Oh god, just throwing everything there. Embroil, not again. Actually, no. Cancel that. Oh no! That's what I meant to do. And then we'll throw one of these down. Stop using embroil. I hate that attack. Got so distracted by what's going on here. I knew someone was coming, so I had to... 'Those up, ready? There you go. $123,000. Absolutely smashing them. 25,000 experience we got for that. Only 300 AP as well. 2 more level ups. Mate, as fights go, that was quite tough. Then again, he was 12 levels higher than me. Amber can be traded for gil. Bright orange gem, edges worn smooth, but by countless years of pounding in the surf. Lapidaries will pay a hefty sum for large specimens free of impurities, but it is the impure examples, namely those in which insects, lizards, and fairies are entombed. A Jurassic Park. The command that highs the highest price, mostly amongst scholars and occasional mad alchemists. Fallen Enigma can also be valuable, traded for gil. In the several thousand years since the Fallen came crashing down, most of the objects that came crashing down with them have either been hoarded or destroyed. Those few that have not are occasionally found when erosion or excavations chance to unearth them, and while their purpose is unknown, they are highly sought after by scholars bent on unlocking their secrets. And then orichalcum, which can be used in crafting. I think we've already picked one of those up before, so we already read that.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
No, definitely not. And when he hit for like 2,000 damage. So other than a couple of slip-ups, I did really well on that one. 123,000 stagger damage, though. It's going to take a while to beat it. Not really sure what I could switch out unless I concentrate on heavy damage. Right, let's go back to the hideaway. Gotta remember to refill my potions as well. Desiree should have some nice couple of things for us as well. Let's check her out first. The items, not Desiree, obviously.
Come to claim your just desserts?
We got 2. So we got Pile Lifted, Hugo's men are gone, and with them the fear in our hearts. Once more shall the markets echo with mirth and merriment. And it is you who we have to thank. Dalamil Spicer. Sharp Fangs. 1,500 ability points is the only thing good on that one.
Here you are.
And Newfound Purpose. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself, turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and heavy purse. But where has that left me? It is hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change, and that Change must start with me. A lonely porter. We get 1 amber and a song. So we got 2 ambers now.
All yours.
Talisman of priming. And we can't see what that one
Come
is yet.
again. I may have more for you.
Will do. Just double check. No yellow dot on it, but let's just check anyway. Yeah, all gone. I don't know how many hunts are on the board.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Good then, I take it.
We knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
My bro Beans is awake, is he? Finally get a reunition. Reunited? Reignition? I don't know what you want to call it.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Yeah, give us some gossip.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an Eikon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find the means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Yeah, Bro Beans reunited. Oh, we got side quests. Proxic Echoes. A new missive has been delivered to Clive's chambers. That one's got a chest on it, and that one's got an exclamation point. Let's have a look what we got here. And we got new hunts again, alright? I thought I just cleared all these, but let's check out the hunts first. I'd have waited 5 minutes, I could have seen what that one was as well. Only one. And it's the pack. That's only a C rank in Tabor Dalmacia. Team of curse breakers traveling through Tabor to the fields of Korava were met by a group of hunters from the village who warned them not to stray too far from the main road, for in a gully not far hence rested a pack of wolves that even such practiced hunters as they would not dare to wait. Despite the fine luster of the animals' pelts, too many of their friends have succumbed to temptation only to be torn limb from limb. As I say, it's a C rank, so it should be really easy. Especially now I'm starting to get to grips with Bahamut's abilities. Don't know why that slipped my mind. So we got more food to hunt down for him, I'm guessing.
Clive.
What up?
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Shut your mouth. Buy one of
Better all
those.
day, yeah.
3 of
It's rubbing
those.
me blind, you know.
And we'll start with whatever this one is here.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be
Surely. A tutor.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, But what? Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit
easy
from
one.
Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
On balance. Well, if they lied, you know what to do. Backhand and a bar of soap. Speak with the children in the atrium. There's so many marks here, I don't know which one's which. Some at the reading table as well. On balance. So that's in Mid's quarters. I'm gonna throw all the side quests at me now. There they are.
What do you reckon we should do?
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
A ninja
Well,
near.
then your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Inspect the scales.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
The arm.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold
Wave.
things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Pans.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
The gear!
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Miradol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
We
She
have.
puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see, it's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together.
What about the
It
gear?
was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Miradol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Miradol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
He did.
Is a storm coming?
Yo,
Sid?
Shirley, found him.
Be thunder.
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as
Certainly
you
did.
thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully, she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
An engineering lesson, not engineering. Yeah, nice 700 there, look. We can now upgrade Giga Flare to the max. But we'll do that next time, because after our baby lesson on how to assemble a set of scales, we've hit the end of the episode. So I'm going to end it here. Massive thank you to those who are watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Next time we'll finish these last side quests and then go to Crop Jit Echoes, or wherever it is you pronounce that. So yeah, hope to see you in the next one for some more Final Fantasy 16.